Welcome to tonight's Spirit Gathering. Today is May 20th, 2014. I am Reverend Dr. Judy Spitler McKee from Michigan. And the topic tonight is staying aligned, balanced, centered, and dedicated to one's path during times of transformation. We are delighted to join together in this sacred circle. The meeting is being recorded for future listening, and so we have our *6 buttons pushed to mute. You may unmute to join in this sacred conversation, of course. Tonight we will use an imaginary talking stick so we can clearly hear, and then we can reflect on one another's conversations. When you want to offer a reflection, you may state your name or not and just add using the talking stick. That will alert all the listeners. And the timekeeper, Ken, will offer a reminder every 10 minutes. Let's come together. Let's now breathe gently. And as we breathe gently from our feet on up into our abdomen and our torso and our head and neck, which carries so much out our crown, we release the events of the day, of the week, and we center ourselves. We rest with spirit. And we enter the deeper sacred space within ourselves. Going deeper into spirit. Sacred space opens. Our heart expands. Let us now align with our divinity. Let us align with one another. We join, we rest with a heart of one. Our minds are joined with divine mind. Our hearts are joined with divine heart. Our wills are joined with divine wills. And we are joined with every person on the call. There's a sacred linkage among us all. In the sacred circle of hearts is an eternal flame, blazing magnificently of multicolors. Imagine a brilliant spark of that flame light enter each of our hearts. It enters the hearts of those who will listen into the recording later as well. And during this sacred time and space, let us set our intentions. Here and now, I see your light. And I thank you for your sacred service. And I love you. Namaste. I am Judy. We listen with curiosity. We listen with compassion. We listen in order to see as well as hear. We ask for what we need, and we offer our gifts and talents with generosity of spirit. Our deep connections serve us, and they serve our communities. Our connections serve our world, and they serve Gaia. And so it is. And so it is. Each of us and all of us are in the midst of personal and planetary transformations. This is affecting every single facet of our very beingness. All parts of our lives. Our beliefs, our sacred interactions are all flowing moving, shifting, meandering. We cannot keep up. But we are people who have dedicated ourselves to be here now, to be, B-E, blessed energy. To be here, to be now, with blessed energy during these times. To be blessed energy of light holders. To be blessed energy of love servers. When all is shifting in unknown ways, how do we stay aligned? How do we deal with the great difficulties we see around us? From things which in the past might have been small, but they're not small. How do we live and model serenity? How do we model grace? How do we manifest kindness? How do we embody the divine virtues in our service? Well, I believe that each of us know how. I really believe that each of us practice this every day. And as we are doing now, we embody divine power. When we allow the divine power to hold us, we allow the divine power to find us, and we allow the sacred stillness to find us, to contain us, to expand us. It seems many times during the day we hear or we think, life is really hard. Life is really hard. It's so hard. Viewed from a three-dimensional viewpoint, yes, it is hard. Viewed from a multidimensional or interdimensional or higher dimensional viewpoint, it is not hard. So we can allow ourselves to be softened by Spirit. Let us be softened by Spirit now. Gently, easily, joyfully. If we think to ourselves or hear from another, life is moving so fast, I can't even remember what I did yesterday. It is true in the third dimensional perspective, but we can allow ourselves to be slowed down. And as we are slowed down, we hear the whisperings of Spirit. We are moved to higher frequencies. We enter the higher dimensions. In the words of Star Trek, someone says, beam me up, Scotty. That's what happens when we are softened and slowed down. We are beamed up. If we feel really tired, which most of us do, in fact, borderline exhausted sometimes, or even if we become temporarily ill, we allow ourselves self-care. So let me offer some self-care that perhaps you've already heard or done, or which may be new to you. My first offering is to say to yourself or think to yourself, you may say it if you want, or think, holy, holy, holy. When we say or think holy, 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 anytime, anywhere, in any situation, this is a call for divine love. Holy, holy, holy means divine love. And it comes more than instantaneously. Let us think or say, holy, holy, holy. Next, I would like us to say grace at least 3 times, perhaps 7 times. When we say grace several times, it immediately calls forth divine light. Grace brings us divine light. Grace, 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 grace. Now once again to yourself, holy, holy, holy. Now grace, 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 grace. Now soften. Now slow down. Now rest in body, in mind, in heart, in spirit. My next offering is Envisioning. And I'm sure many of you have tried this, taught it to others. Envision yourself and others tonight, if you so choose, in 3 colored bubbles of light. First of all, envision a pink bubble of light surrounding you. If you're a fan of the wonderful Wizard of Oz, Glinda the Good Witch came in a pink bubble. So envision yourself and others, or maybe Mother Earth, in a pink bubble of light surrounding you.
Ten minutes.
10 minutes? Thank you. Now we have envisioned a pink bubble of light surrounding us. Now second, envision a larger golden bubble of joy and balance. A larger golden bubble of joy and balance. And third, envision an even larger blue bubble of protection and serenity. This comes from the Holy Mother and your guardian angel and Saint Michael. An even larger blue bubble of protection, of serenity from the Holy Mother, from your individual guardian angel and Archangel Saint Michael. And we are pink bubbles of love, connected, and golden bubbles of joy and balance, linked together. Larger blue bubbles of protection and serenity. Causing a beautiful tapestry. Now breathe softly and rest in your heart. Float, relax, sleep. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to be, however you want to. This is your cosmic gift. Now let's pause for a prescient moment, and then perhaps someone or several of us would like to share briefly how your body, how your mind responded to these techniques. The holy, holy, holy. The grace, 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 grace. The pink bubble of love. The golden bubble of joy and balance. Encased in the blue bubble of protection and serenity. I invite your responses. How did this work with you?
This is Star. I'd like to share that it was really easy to follow along with all of the visualizations, and I felt like it's because of our collective connectedness and our focus on oneness. And I've been quite busy lately, so as we move through all of the visualizations, I found that all my organs started relaxing, and I just started yawning and yawning, and I just feel real at peace. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. The universe needs you to be at peace.
Hi, so this is Bonnie. I love the bubbling, thank you. I feel more, like I said, everything has been kind of chaotic, and I feel much more centered, and I really appreciate that. You're right. It was quite lovely. I do appreciate that support.
And we appreciate you, and this helps us in our service.
Thank you.
This is available anytime, anywhere. In Michigan, we have 7- and 8-minute lights, traffic lights. They are a real exercise in patience, kindness, compassion. So you're not able to move, and we all have situations like that. Or you're stuck in a situation where you feel like you're stuck, and it's easy to become irritated or annoying unless you remember who we are and why we're here. So any of these techniques are available anywhere, anytime. The other beauty of this is they radiate out in concentric circles, well, actually in spirals, because that's what the torsion field is. They radiate out in spirals to everyone around us. So everyone around us has the opportunity to partake of the balancing, of the relaxation, of the softening, of the restorative rest that we are giving ourselves. And since we're all one, when we give it to ourselves, we give it to the one next to us or the 50 people in line at the post office or 200 people in an auditorium. It spirals out. Any other comments? I would like to try another one with you, please. This is energy using the sacred meridians of the body, and I'm certain that some of you have studied the sacred meridians or do Qigong. Please gently touch the Sea of Tranquility. The Sea of Tranquility is located right in the center of your chest or the lung-heart area. So you put both hands gently, always softly, gently with our body. You put your hands gently together. Your middle fingers are touching right over the lung-heart area. Just take a gentle breath And breathe in pink. I believe we just did that. Breathe in yellow. I believe we just did that. Now breathe in blue. Again, your middle fingers are touching over the center of your chest or heart area, which is the sea of tranquility, sacred meridian. So quietly in your mind, repeat after me. I choose peace. Peace chooses me. I am peace. I choose love. Love chooses me. I am love. I choose strength. Strength chooses me. I am strength. I choose forgiveness. Forgiveness chooses me. I am forgiveness. I choose my higher self. My higher self chooses me. I am my higher self. All is well. All is very well. I am well. I am very well. We'll do it one more time so you could perhaps commit it. Your mind can remember it. I choose peace. Peace chooses me. I am peace. I choose love. Love chooses me. I am love. I choose strength. Strength chooses me. I am strength. I choose forgiveness. Forgiveness chooses me. I am forgiveness. I choose my higher self. My higher self chooses me. I am my higher self. All is well. All is very well. I am well. I am very well. How did this work for people?
10 minutes.
Thank you, Ken. I appreciate your multitasking abilities. Any responses? Or are we so relaxed that...
Hello?
This is
Yes?
Star again. I'd like to share that the forgiveness part of it really impacted me in a really positive way. There's been some issues that I'm dealing with, and it was like another layer of healing with that, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
There are layers of healing, are there not?
Yes.
Thank you for that. Okay, let me offer 3 techniques which are from Ginseng Jiu-Jitsu, which I have studied since the 1990s. You can look up Ginseng, capital Jinshing, Jiu-Jitsu online if you want, or you can look up online Touch of Healing by Mary Burmeister, Burmeister. She is a mother who has reintroduced this very ancient healing technique to the world. It's called Ginseng Jiu-Jitsu. And I'm going to offer there are 26 of them, and they are called SELs, Safety Energy Locks for the entire body, mind, spirit system. And I'm going to teach number 19, number 22, and number 26. I mention those if somebody wants to look them up online. You don't need to, but in case someone were interested in more information. I chose these very carefully under the guidance of Spirit for this session tonight. Number 19 is perfect balance. Well, I think the world could use that right now. I don't know if it will ever have it in this dimension, but I know in the higher dimensions it already exists because we have visited there. So number 19 is perfect balance. So please put your arms on your table, both of them outstretched, gently, gently. Have your thumbs facing up to the ceiling, arms on the table or your lap, with your thumbs facing up, please. Now look at the outside crease of each elbow. Your elbow bends, that's a crease. Look at the outside crease on the thumb side, so you know where that is. So look at your left hand. So gently place your right hand at the thumb side outside crease of the left elbow. Are you with me? Gently place your right hand at the thumb side outside crease of the left elbow. And just hold it there for a bit. Not hard, just gently but firmly. And you will experience the pulse rate. So your right hand is gently touching the thumb side outside crease of the left elbow. So it's midway between your shoulder and your fingertips. It's just holding it. This is harmonizing your digestion, balancing the back, ligaments, musculature, clearing your lungs and the breaths and the ductal areas. Now, if you're ready, you don't maybe want to stay there. I want you to reverse that. And I want you to hold out your right hand and look where your thumb is. So you see the crease on the right hand. And I want you to take your left hand and hold it at the thumb side crease of your right elbow. So your left hand is gently but firmly holding the crease on the thumb side of your right elbow. Gently, firmly, and you will experience the pulse beat. In addition to balancing these systems It is revitalizing your entire energy systems of your body. Every single energy system is receiving vital energy from the universal life force of the cosmos. This is prana, this is chi, coming into your energy systems by doing this technique. Okay? Let's go to number 22, please, which is complete adaptation. You can adapt to any situation, any person, any internal, external situation, anywhere, anytime, by engaging both hands gently underneath your collarbones. Find the collarbones, cross your hands, and put both hands underneath your collarbones. So as if your right hand were holding underneath the left collarbone, and your left hand were holding under the right collarbone. Please hold both hands there gently under your collarbones. Rest. You don't want tension on your neck. You're gently holding your collarbones with your hands crossed, like in an X. This number 22 of Ginseng Jiu-Jitsu balances and harmonizes our thoughts. Rather important today. So when we have harmony and balance in our thoughts, we can be unattached to drama, our own internal drama, perceived illusion or drama around us, personal, interpersonal, digital, weather, whatever. Because it's harmonizing the brain patterns, we can think more clearly. We can become inspired from the higher realms. Therefore, we can go into flow. And I'm sure you know the brain systems of what we call the dinosaur brain put us into fight or flight, aggression or retreat. But this, number 22, adapts everything in the body, so we go into flow. And that's when we can go into the void very easily. We can do this whenever the weather changes, whenever we have emotional moods or someone else has an emotional mood and they are projecting. It harmonizes our thyroid. It helps with all kinds of stresses, and it helps with indigestion. So number 22, both hands under your collarbone was for complete adaptation. And wait, there's one more. Number 26, the final one. There are 26 SEL, safety energy locks, in this system, is total peace and total harmony. Oh, I think I said earlier what the world needs now. Total peace and total harmony. So you gently fold your arms across the chest under your armpits. Gently fold your arms across your chest under the armpits. Now raise your thumbs upward so they are not actually inside your armpits. Raise your thumbs upward, please, so they're not actually inside the armpits, even though your arms are. Your hands are. Yes, this is what we call the defensive posture. But this defensive posture is highly protective. Babies sleep like this sometimes. It allows a recharging of vital life energy. It's as if the system reboots itself. Please hold that for a moment. This is like a straitjacket. A swaddling blanket. So we have practiced number 19, holding the crease of the elbow on the thumb side, both arms, which provides balance of everything. Number 22, under the collarbones for adaptation to everything and everyone, including ourselves. And number 3, I gave you with number 26, across the chest under the armpits, which produces the physiology and psychology of total peace and total harmony. This may have sounded complicated, but I think that when you were able to do it, you saw, this is simple. I remember doing this as a kid, or I've seen people do this. So, I invite your responses. How did this work for you or not? I think our timers... Pardon, Ken?
Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt.
Thank you. But we are at 9:15, 9:10. Thank you. How did this work for you, good people? Be able to do this?
This is Star, and I'm still with you. One of the things that when I held the crease on the left arm, before you even did digestion, I could feel this gurgling going on in my intestinal system.
Yes,
so
it works.
Was really cool. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it harmonizes digestion, the perfect balance, the crease. Yeah.
It was a wonderful process. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for bringing it into the circle.
Okay, well, I said it's an entire system, but I chose the one specifically for our circle tonight. Anyone else? Maybe people went to sleep. That would be okay, because that means the energy has transported us. I would like to ask, what other things do people do to restore yourself when situations seem like they're spiraling out of control, or you just feel so exhausted that you don't think you can go on? Are there other things that you regularly do as self-care so that we can continue the sacred work?
This is Star. I may be the only one with you right on this plane. One of the things I do when everything is swirling around is I have a technique that allows me to instantly, consciously connect with divine energy. And what I do is I place 98% of my awareness in what I call my foundation or my Hara center, which is 1 inch below my navel. And then I would place another small percent in my heart so my heart can open. And then in my star chakra, I visualize energy coming in through that star chakra down into my heart and then circulating through my system. And the moment I put that 98% awareness in that foundation center, that's what really helps to ground me. And it keeps my heart open so that I can bend and flow like the tree in the wind. And before I learned this technique, boy, I would grab a hold of every bubble. I created so much trauma for myself. And this was a form of a technique that came out of some Kundalini yoga studies where I worked for a number of years. And yet in a very simple form, it can be used by anyone. Just placing the awareness in the foundation center helps a lot.
It's a very sacred practice. I'm so pleased that it has worked for you. It does come from Qigong and yoga, being aware of the Hara Center. It's very, very, and Healing Touch uses it. Many modalities refer to the Hara Center. I'm so glad that you reinforced this and explained how it has worked for you.
That's why it was great sharing with you.
Who's on, please? Hello? Do we have a comment? Well, I think that we will close our session. I truly want to thank everyone who joined us for this spirit gathering. Now, this teleconference has been recorded and it is archived as an MP3. The phone access is available until next month's call. You can also check www.tzaddi, TZADDI.org, www.tzaddi.org. Next month's call will be the third Tuesday. If you want a playback of this recording, you dial 712-432-1085. The access code is 990322 hashback pound. 990322 pound. These calls are hosted by Tzaddi, which is an interspiritual metaphysical organization founded in California in 1964. And Tzaddi welcomes and nurtures and people in celebrating and more directly experiencing their relationship with the loving presence of the divine. Tzaddi programs are open to all people of any race, color, or national or ethnic origin. And we give thanks and we give blessings to our beloved Tzaddi founders, Amy Keys and Dorothy Blackmer. I give a special thanks to all who have joined us tonight. And I give thanks to the Divine Spirit who supports us always, even when we are not aware. My blessing is, I see your blessed energy. I thank you for your blessed energy. I bless your sacred heart. I bless your sacred service. Spirit is above, Spirit is below. Spirit is in us. Spirit is around us. Spirit envelops the earth. Spirit envelops the cosmos. And all is well. All is very well. And so it is. Would someone else like to add a blessing? Then we will say good night.
Thank you very much for leading us.
Thank you for that, Tim, for being a dutiful timekeeper, and for your thoughts, but most of all for the sacred service and the generosity of spirit, and for choosing to be here during this time. We are the ones we have been waiting for. Good night.